Tootsie Roll Lollipop. Okay, boys and girls, now that I have your undivided attention, today for mathematics, we will be looking at a special topic. To help you guess or figure out what this topic is, I'm going to recite two riddles and you will tell me the answer to these riddles, of which, if you are correct, you will be rewarded for. I'm thinking of a shape that looks like a chocolate bar. What shape am I? I'm thinking of a shape that looks like a chocolate bar. What shape am I? Rectangle. Very good, Dion. Give yourself a tap on the shoulder. Here's the next one. That's one sticker for you. I have four corners. I have two short sides and two long sides. What shape am I? I have four corners. I have two long sides and two short sides. What shape am I? Rectangle again. Very good, Kanisha. That's one sticker for you as well. Now, from those riddles, what do you think we will be looking at today in our maths lesson? Rectangles. Very good. Do you know how to spell the word rectangle? Okay, let me hear you. That is correct. Now, can you syllabicate rectangle? Let me hear you syllabicate it. Okay, let's try it again. I'm going to say it with you this time. Rectangle. How many syllables are you hearing? 3. Yes, rectangle has 3 syllables. So our topic for mathematics today is rectangle. We are going to look at the rectangle. And what type of shape is the rectangle? That is correct. It is a plane shape. Now, from our riddles and from your previous knowledge, what you would have known before, because I'm sure most of you or all of you would have seen a rectangle before. What can you tell me about a rectangle? See, can you see how it looks? It has two long sides and two short sides. Okay, that is good. And you are correct. Now I'm going to pass around these rectangles to each group and I want you to observe them, touch them, look at the sides, and I'm going to ask some questions. We're going to discuss these rectangles. How many sides can you see on this shape? On the rectangle that you have in your hand, how many sides can you see? 4 sides. Count them for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is telling us a rectangle has how many sides? 4. Right. A rectangle is a plane shape with 4 sides. And are all the sides equal? Do they have the same length? Like the square? No. All the sides are not equal. Which of the sides are equal? Yes, the opposite sides. The opposite sides on the rectangle are equal. You see here, this side is equal to this side. The length of this side is equal to the length of the other side in the opposite direction. And the length on top of here is equal to the length at the bottom here as well. Okay, so I have another question for you. Look at your rectangle and tell me, are all the sides going in the same direction? Look at the sides. Are they all going in the same direction? No, they are not. So, which of the sides are going in the same direction? The two short sides are going in the same direction and the long sides are going in the same direction. So instead of saying that the two long sides or the two short sides are going in the same direction, what is another word we can use? How can we describe the direction of these lines on the rectangle. Yes, Kalisha, that is correct. We can say that the opposite sides are parallel to each other. They're going in the same direction. The opposite sides are going in the same direction. As you can see, all up your rectangle, you see the short side and the other short side are going in the same direction. The long side here, the top and the bottom are going in the same direction. They are parallel to each other. And when we say parallel, what do we mean? Who wants to tell me? What does parallel mean? Yes, David, you can try. Yes, parallel is when two lines are going in the same direction, but they're not meeting. They're not meeting together. They're just going in the same direction. They're not touching or meeting. Good try. Let's recap what we know so far about rectangles. You're going to take a minute and share with me what you can remember. Yes, it has two long sides and two short sides as well. And what did we say about the direction of the lines? Yes, the lines or the opposite sides are parallel to each other. Good try, grade 3. Good. That is very good. That means you are paying attention. So all those information that we just discussed, what do you think that we would call those? The what of the shape, the what of the rectangle. We talk about the sides, the two long sides, the two short sides, the direction, the sides are opposite. That would, all of those details or information would be what of the shape. The property of the shape. Very good, Odeli. Now we are going to look at the properties of a rectangle. Properties of a rectangle. I'm going to read first and then you are going to read. The first one says has four sides. Has four sides. Then it goes on to say a rectangle has four vertices. Four vertices. The opposite sides are parallel, which we were just discussing, and equal in length. The opposite sides are parallel and equal in length. Now you read. Very good. Good. You still have your rectangle shape that I gave you, right? Now we're going to go through the properties. The first one says it has four sides. Can you see four sides on your rectangle? Count them for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we prove that that is correct. And the second one says it has four vertices. Four vertices. Do you know or can you remember what the vertices are or what is a vertex? Okay, Zaria, let's hear you. Very good. Give her a clap, everyone. She said vertices are where two or more lines meet. Vertices are where two or more lines meet. Another word that we can use instead of vertices or vertex, which you know vertex is singular and vertices is plural, right? We did this when we were doing squares, so you should be able to remember. So instead of saying vertices, to make you remember or to help you to remember, you can say corner. It's where two or more lines meet. So you can say it's like a corner. We're going to look at our rectangle and see how many vertices we can find. Remember, vertices are where two or more lines meet. So it's like a corner of a shape in the corner at the edge. So we see two lines meeting here. Isn't that so? There's a corner right here. So here we have one vertex. another two lines are meeting here. So this is another vertex. And in the corner here, two lines are meeting again. Another vertex. And at the bottom here, we have another vertex. You see, it has a rectangle has four corners or four vertices, right? Now, we're going to move on to the final property. The opposite sides are parallel and equal in length. The opposite sides are parallel or equal in length. Let us look at our rectangle and see if that is true. Let's look at the longer side first. These sides are opposite to each other, and we did discuss about them being parallel. The distance here, the length here, it is equal to the length at the bottom as well. They are equal. The length on top is the length at the bottom. So the two sides are the same. The opposite sides are the same. The same thing for the short side over here and the other short side over here. They are the same. They are opposite and equal in length. Do you know what opposite means? It means that they are facing each other. Good. Yes, that is correct, Timothy. They are facing each other. So the lines or the sides that are facing each other, they are equal in length. They have the same distance. As you can see, remember you have your rectangle in your hand. It's not for you to play with. Just look and observe as I'm discussing, as we are discussing, so you can follow along. Now I want you to look around in your classroom and see if you can find any object with a rectangular shape. An object that has a rectangular shape. Can you name some? The chalkboard. Very good, Malachi. Good observation. My laptop. Nice. And even your tabletop, the desk that you have. Yes, that is correct. That is shaped like a rectangle. I'm going to take two more. The cupboard. Good. And the door. Very good. So you see, objects right around us are shaped like rectangles. Now, to help you remember what we learned so far about rectangles, I am going to give you a little rhyme. I'm going to share out copies so you will be following when I'm reciting the rhyme. I will recite first and then we will recite together, right? So, I'm coming around to give you your copies. Okay, let me read first and then you will follow so you can identify the words that you don't know. Ricky Rectangle is my name. My four sides are not the same. Two are short and two are long. Count my sides, come along. Ricky Rectangle is my name. My four sides are not the same. Two are short and two are long. Count my sides, come along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you say it and hold your rectangle whilst you're saying it so you can follow. Good. And keep the copy. You're going to paste it in your book so that when you revise, you will be able to remember. Now for your activity, group 1, you're going to draw a rectangle and circle the vertices. Draw a rectangle and circle the vertices. I'm going to give you your art page. That's for group 1. Now for group 2, I have different shapes here. And you are going to sort out the rectangles and paste them on the picture board. I'm going to give you a picture board and you are going to pick out the rectangles and paste them on the picture board. Only the rectangles. So for group 3, I have a sheet with shapes, different shapes. And you are going to color the rectangles only. Only the rectangles you're going to color. So you have to look through and see which of the shapes are rectangle. Is a rectangle and color that alone. Are you finished? Okay. Let me see. I'm going around to the groups. Let me see if you are correct. Good work, group 1. Group 2 as well. Group 3, very good. All of you did very well. I'm so proud. Now, to recap what we did, we're going to do a little scavenger hunt where you will go outside and look for objects that have a rectangular shape. You're going to take your pencil and book with you and write down the name of these objects or draw them, right? So go and see as many objects as you can find that have the rectangular shape.